माधुरी प्रवेश चातुरी बराजयोवाति भवेर भावति शकति राजयोवाति भवेर भावति यदि दूरं भूतो तवेति भूतो हरि हरि तवे यदि दूरं भूतो तवेति भूतो Sarila Poriya
We'll begin the discussion shortly.
Krishna will be having class until 7:45 today because we're starting a little late. So if any devotees want to leave early, they can go and they can earn the prasadam. But otherwise, we'll continue until 7:45.
I tried to tell you that the class every day at 7:30. But what's new?
8 o'clock.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. I think some of you are more interested to know what that girl's going to do. Okay, she's girl from 17th Avenue. You didn't laugh. I thought you would laugh. 17th Avenue is a lady. Thank you. Yes. So once you see this video, I will tell you what was my reflection after watching this. Thank you very much. Any thoughts? Very good. As simple, even a child knows. She could have opened the door. So they are called as jnanis and yogis. To adopt very complicated ways of getting into the car because they don't have the key. And that key is Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare. So we have been saved. We got a beautiful path. We all get the key to open the door. We don't have to do all these stunts. So again, yes. Anyways, I request a reminder from all of you, each and every one of you. आप सबको याद दिलाने में मुझे WhatsApp reminder. Very, very sweet reminder. Sweet reminder. Sweet reminder. So this is a surprise. That's surprise. Which Rani surprise, but anyway. This is something that all of you will be getting at the end of the class. So Amrit Hari Prabhu said that if you want to leave early, well again think. It's something very exciting. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Itinamini Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Vicharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschyata Deshatarini Pancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sambhoge Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna. So today's day. Okay, now is one exam. I mean, it's a very easy question that I'm going to ask all of you. How many of you 5 out of 5? You want to take 5 out of 5 classes? Okay. Others can chant one Hari Bol for them. 4 out of 5. Some of them say count in India. Okay, it's 4 out of 5. Not bad. Hari Bol. 3 out of 5. At least 3. One Hari Bol for them also. 2 out of 5. Only 1. Hari Bol. And 1, at least 1 out of 5. Okay. Today's 1, huh? No, today's is not counted. 5, today's 6. Okay. So thank you very much. Inspiring and encouraging for me to come and do some service to all of you, right? And the greatest feast that we ever get is interested devotees who are interested to learn something from Srimad Bhagavat. So today we're going to discuss from verse number 1 to 21. Correct. Finally, from the whole Bhagavat Saptah, even if you didn't get anything, you're supposed to learn 9 words. What are those 9 words?
Nine stages. Nine stages.
Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha.
Yeah.
Okay. We are telling it's faster, I have to write fast. Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivritti, Nishtha, Ruchi, भावने रुचि के आगे हाँ शक्ति जो कभी भी आ सकती है anyways next oh and pray. This is what I just remembered something from this word. There was one Prabhuji talking to me and we were having a discussion. His wife was at a distance and she asked मैं आ सकती हूँ क्या? Said नहीं तू मेरी आ सकती है. आसक्ति means attachment. तू मेरी आसक्ति है. आसक्ति कभी भी आ सकती है. Anyways, but Krishna की आसक्ति, it takes a lot of effort. Then you reach. So which all stages we have covered? Up to bhava only. Then we हो गया. It's done. So what is left now in Bhagavad Saptah? 2 more days to go. What are you going to do, Prabhuji? Very interesting question. We'll go ahead with the next verse. Because yes, first of all, we need to understand that there are stages even beyond prema, which is not the subject matter of our discussion. There are stages. There are stages beyond prema. But the stage of prema, what happens next, is called as Bhagavat Anubhuti or Bhagavat Darshan. So it's Darshan. We're able to see the Lord. Before going to words, I'll just show you one verse from just before Chatushloki Bhagavatam. Very interesting. Let me see if this is the verse. Basically, Brahma and Krishna have a conversation. Not able to locate it. So in the conversation, Brahmaji, he does tapasya, penance. And then Krishna comes. And that is the first time they have a handshake. So this handshake is not Western culture. It is completely Desi. Desi, I mean, like, it started. That's how the creation started. Even before creation, there was handshake. So that's what Kara Sprishan. Kara means hand. And Sprishan means touch. The hands touched. So Krishna congratulated Brahma. Congratulations. You have done very wonderful tapasya, penance. Very good. So he congratulated. And then he asked Brahma, what is the benediction that you want? What is the blessing that you want? And wait a minute, let me tell you the best blessing that you can get is my darshan, which you're already getting. So that is the best blessing. Everybody, please. Smartphones, out. Please do it. Done. Vishwas nahi, but at least just for my satisfaction, pull it and just do like this. Okay, everybody, and put it on silent, please. And any phones ringing will, by default, go as a donation to Sanatana Dharma. And I've done it. Let's go ahead with the shloka. Vidyate hridaya grantish Chidyante sarva samshaya Hiyante chasya karmani Yushta evatmanishware Vidyate hridaya grantish Chidyante sarva samshaya Hiyante chasya karmani Yushta evatmanishware. Any 3 devotees?
Vidyate radha granti.
विद्यते हृदय ग्रंथि विद्यन्ते सर्वतामसाः क्रियन्ते चास्य कर्माणि एवात्मना स्थिरा
Vidyate, pierced. Hridaya, heart. Grantihi, knots. Chidyante, cut to pieces. Sarva, all. Samshaya, misgivings. Shiyante, terminated. Cha, and. Asya, is. Karmani, shame. Operative actions. Drishte, having seen. Favor, certainly. Atmani, unto the self. Ishvari, the dominating factor. Okay. Granthi, knots. Hridaya Granthi. How many of you have messed your shoelace? Is there anyone here or it's only me? You messed your shoelace, tying repeatedly, and what happens? So many knots. What do you do with that shoelace? Cutting the knots. That's the only thing. Cut and replace with the knots. Really, others are not done? You're all very clean and nice. I have done so many times. Every time. That's why I stopped wearing shoes. I wear only slippers. Yes, so that is Hridaya Granthi, the different knots. So what is the Hridaya Granthi in this form for us? Anyone can guess? What is this Hridaya Granthi? Yes? Desires, anarthas, what else? Attachments and aversions also, yes. And so everything is got intermingled. Attachments, desires, aversions, सब कुछ एक साथ बन के जो it has become a knot. We are not able to find out what is what. Yes. Okay. How many of you had this browser experience? How many of you use laptop also? Good. In that you use browsers. Which browser you use in Canada? We use Brave. I use Brave. Chrome here only I started using. Okay. How many of you seriously tell me keep opening your and your tabs? At one point of time, you keep opening tab. After that, you're not able to see which is which tab. How many of you reached that stage of realization? Yoga Siddhi. Everyone, huh? We're all. That is actually called Hridaya Granthi. We are not able to find out what is what. Correct? Hridaya Granthi. It's become a hard knot. We are not able to remove it. Okay. So Vidyate Hridaya Granthi Chidyante Sarva Samshaya. What is normally the meaning of Samshaya? Doubts. Okay, so misgivings Krishna has spoken here. Shiyante chasya karmani. Your karmic reaction is terminated and drishta eva atmani ishwari. So let's read the translation. Translation interpreted by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada.
Yes.
One sees oneself and one's master. Very important. So this is the stage of Prema Uday. Okay, supposed to. There's a microphone. So before this stage, everything is darkness. It's very dark. We are not able to see anything. Yes. You may have an eye. There may be a mirror in front of you. This is how they draw mirror in physics. Yeah, correct, no? So there's this what is called plane mirror. Convex, concave, plane mirror. This is called plane mirror. So you have like this, there's a person standing. He has the eyes, the mirror exists, which has the function to give the reflection, but still one is not able to see anything. Why? Because there's darkness all around. But the moment there is Prema Uday, that's why Prema is called as Uday. There is Surya Uday. What's the meaning of Surya Uday? Sunrise. Why? The moment sun rises, what happens? Darkness is gone and you're able to see everything. Similarly, when the Prema, the sun-like Prema, there's Prema Uday, there's rising of the Prema. What is the result? One is able to see two things. Number one, he is able to see oneself, and one is also able to see the Lord in the heart. Both are visible. And who is the actual sun? It's Krishna himself. Krishna Surya Sama Maya Hoya Andakar, Yahan Krishna Taha Nahi Maya Radhika. So Krishna is the sun. So you're able to see the sun also, and you're able to see yourself also. So Drishta Eva Atmani Ishvare. Both. Both are visible. Along with that, there are three more terminologies which we'll understand. Not in the heart is pierced. Okay, then all misgivings are cut into pieces. That is, assume this to be misgivings. Okay, and then the chain of fruitive reactions, karma, karmic cycle, is finished. Karmic cycle. So many times people ask the question. They ask, okay, Prabhu, suppose I am killing one person. That means that person would have killed me in previous life. That's why I'm killing this person. Correct now, Prabhu? And now that person is killing me because in previous life I would have killed this person. Yes. So that way we are facing a cycle. Like this, many, many cycles are being faced. Once there was a couple who were having constant fights at home. Some of the Grihastha Prabhu are telling this happens probably. Very normal. So they were having so many fights at home, but this fight was getting too much. So they both of them chose to go to a hypnotist. The husband was telling, you hypnotize my wife. Wife was telling, Prabhu, you hypnotize this, my husband. And this hypnotist happens to be my friend. And through hypnosis, you can go to past lives. Yeah, you can find out secrets of past lives. So he hypnotized and found out that for last 9 births, they both are sworn enemies. And these two sworn enemies have become husband and wife in this birth. And now they're taking revenge on each other. What is the solution? Somehow the hypnotist was devotee. He gave feedback to both of them. Chant Hare Krishna and be happy. And now they are wonderful devotees. Right? So that's what he found. So this karmic reaction is that one soul wanted to be the enemy of other soul. Then they were enmity. Finally, these two enemies became husband and wife. Wow. Happens. So this is karmic reaction. It keeps going on for life after life. So that is terminated. So we'll see this in the purport. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. I just saw the length. Accordingly, we'll do time management. Okay, so who would like to read?
Attaining scientific knowledge of the personality of Godhead means seeing one's own self simultaneously. As far as the identity of the living being as spirit self is concerned, there are a number of speculations and misgivings.
Okay, great. Thank you. You only keep the mic. So what is this misgivings? This misgivings are actually false ego. Ahankar. The different identity that we impose on ourselves. That is the misgiving. Misidentity. Yesterday we saw 2 examples of misidentity. Who remembers? Anyone? I told 2 stories. One human story and one animal story. Okay, there was a lioness, cub. The cub was thinking itself to be a sheep, and the lioness had to actually come and prove that you are not a sheep. Don't bleat like a sheep, roar like a lion. Okay, so that was one. And the second was mongoose identity. Yes.
वो एक भक्ति जो रामानुजाचार्य जी के आश्रम में रहते थे या वो पिछले
No. Yes.
Like it was
Shamantaka, right? Shamantaka money. Bolo.
when it was on her sisters, their family.
Come here. What? Amazing. You heard the lecture very nicely. Thank you. So the kid had gone to aunt's place and started identifying with the aunt. That is misidentity. So similarly, we also have a lot of misidentities. What are our misidentities? Please start. We have to expose ourselves, right?
We think we are a body.
Yes, we think we are body. Doer. Very good.
Yeah, the entire.
Enjoyer. Samara philosophy. Yeah. Okay, go on. Nice. Controller. Okay, you think your mind also. Mind your mind. Okay, then
Intelligence.
you think
Designations.
I'm manager. Ab aa raha hai. Now the reality is coming up. Manager. Then I'm damager. Then who said that? It can be His Grace, Ishwar Gaurang. Is that, are we devotees? Vaishnav ke? They are struggling devotees. The place where I come from India, there is a place called Bombay. And Bombay is a hub of struggling actors. If you ask them, Bhai Sahab, aap kaun hai? They were struggling actors. Struggling actors. And we should say we are struggling devotees. Okay. So we think we are devotees. Nice one, Prabhu. Hari bol. This is the biggest problem. We think. Now this philosophy is not for others. Everyone else is devotee, but I am not devotee. Even when Prabhupada was asked, who are you? He would say, are you a devotee of Krishna? He said, I'm trying to be a devotee of Krishna. That's what Prabhupada would say. Nice. So you all understood what is misgivings? Very correct. Okay. Shubhu Prabhu, go on.
The materialist does not believe in the existence of the spirit self, and empiric philosophers believe in the impersonal feature of the whole spirit without individuality of the living beings. But the transcendentalists affirm that the soul and the supersoul are two different identities, qualitatively one, but quantitatively different.
Yeah.
There are many other theories, but all these different speculations are at once cleared up as soon as Sri Krishna is realized in truth by the process of bhakti yoga.
There are different philosophies that people have. One day, this is my time when I was working with Tata Motors. As I was going to my work, I saw a very big billboard. You can see what was written on the billboard. The billboard said, become God in 7 days. Only rupees 999. Call 92 whatever number. This was the billboard. Become God in Bhagavat Saptah. Only rupees 999. And they cancelled it and put 99. And below they have given number. Is God so cheap? This is one philosophy that people have. But we will make you God, don't worry. Hum aapko Bhagavan bana denge. Yes. So become God in 7 days. It should not be like that. It should be like this. One who calls oneself God is actually dog. Dog is better actually. So that day I had a seminar and I wanted to change. So I also made a similar post. I was inspired, no? Become gods. Bhagavan ki. We have to become gods. We have to become gods. In 7 days, 7 day session. Call Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram. Yes. So we are not God, we are gods. We belong to God. That's a very so like this. There are many theories. Some people say, okay, the theory is Katakash Patakash. I'm not making it up. It's actually there in the Sanskrit. They say Ghata Akash. Ghata is the pot. Inside the pot, what is there? Air. Akash. Patakash. Break it. How many of you broken pots? Krishna broke a lot of pots in Damodar Leela. Breaking pots. Then what happens? The pot is broken. Something like that. Around the piece. Patakash. The air inside becomes one with the air outside. Ghatakas, Patakash. That is their philosophy. Okay, it's not correct, please. Another philosophy is called as Yatomat Tatopat. How many of you heard this? Yes. What is the meaning of Yatomat Tatopat? Yatomat Tatopat means you do whatever you want, ultimately you go to God. You catch any flight from India, you reach Calgary. And why are you laughing? It's truth. If you believe in this philosophy, that's what is correct. Yes, you sit and drive in any direction, you will reach 17th Avenue. Right? And you sit in your home and go anywhere, you will reach. It's called Calgary Temple. Wow. That is good news, but that's what they say. So that is Yatomat Tatopat. So like this, so many philosophies exist. Correct? So people are there. So this many of the philosophies, everything is defeated just when one realizes Krishna in truth by the process of Bhakti Yoga. How much realization is needed? Actually, not much. Really not much. In the Vrindavan Leela, what is one thing happening constantly every day? 2 times. Demons, what? Demons coming. And then demons going back? No, they come and they never go back. They come and they are delivered. So who's the first demon who comes to Vrindavan? Now who is it? Putana. Putana auntie. Putana had come. The meaning of Puta? Na. Puta means purified. Na means not pure. Very impure. She's Balagati. She kills all young, innocent children. That's what she is. Balagatini Putana. She's Kechari. She roams about in the sky. Right? And what does Putana imply? Every demon, I am taking a class for the youth. Right? Every day we are having one. Every other day we have. So we are taking demons in Vrindavan. So Putana represents a false guru with a bogus philosophy. What was the size of Putana? 12 miles long. Putana was 12 miles long. And how was Krishna? What was Krishna's age? 6 days. 6-session course. Bhagavat Saptah Vidhi. Only 6 days. Today's day? 6, yeah, 6 days. Donation. Watch, yeah, go there. I don't know. I don't have watch anyways. I'll be very happy to take. Smart watch, na? I can calculate steps and all. Please meet me. I'll take it. So a 6 days Krishna can kill a 12 miles long Putana. So even if we have a little bit of Bhakti Yoga, we have progressed a little bit, we can clearly find out, hey, this is bogus philosophy. This is nonsense. Correct? I remember when I joined the ashram, my parents did get upset, of course. Which parents will be very excited? You joined ashram. Wow, success of our life. Very good. Congrats. Be there only. Come back, we'll meet you. My parents did say like that. They were upset. So I could convince my mother to talk to me in 3 days, father in 3 months, and younger brother in 3 years. It's a time taken to convince them. Okay. It took. So basically, my parents got a little bit interested. What is this fellow doing in temple? Because normally, if you say people outside, you have joined temple. What do they mean? My God, Satya Nash ho gaya. What a boring life. Because what do normally people think joining temple? Temple, you come, you ring a bell, there's nobody around. You just to ask whatever you want to ask, take a round, sit for 1 minute, go. What you will do in temple? People not join temple means no life at all. It's gone, barbad ho gaya. It's gone case. You go join temple. They don't know what happens dynamically in ISKCON temple. So same thing. And then kya khata? He gets prasad. Prasad means something like this. They think, oh my God, he's eating some buddhi laddus and some chini sugar. How will he survive? They think like that, right? That's what they think. So my mother started taking interest in philosophy. This is maybe after 1-2 years after I joined. And she just called me up one day and says, can you teach me what is this philosophy? I said, you learn from Prabhupada. You start reading Bhagavad Gita. So she read Bhagavad Gita and she completed about 2 chapters of Bhagavad Gita. And then she met one of her friends who was in the category of one of the bogus philosophies. So she came and told the philosophy, the bogus philosophy. Now my mother, having just experience of reading 2 chapters maybe about in 1 week, as soon as the bogus philosophy was spoken, she immediately countered her with 5 questions. You're speaking of philosophy. You're speaking of philosophy. Tell me, what is your current situation? Number 2, what is your goal? She's not asking me this question, she's asking that bogus philosopher. What is the path? What are the obstacles? And what is your end experience when you get the goal? And the other person bluffed for some time, kept quiet, and then left. The bogus philosopher was gone. Very my my mother. And then she rang me up and she spontaneously, I got these 5 questions and I asked, is it true? I said, wait a minute, let me note down. And I found it that anybody getting answer to these 5 questions actually knows the philosophy. A philosophy means one should know where you are, where you want to go, what's the path to be taken, what are the different obstacles, and what is your final experience. That's where you have a knowledge of the complete philosophy. You don't have answer to any of this question, then it's incomplete philosophy. You are bluffing some other answer to this question, then there is bogus philosophy. So I was just wondering, this pastime is so very true, Putana Lila. Even a little Krishna, a small Krishna can kill a big Putana. Hare Krishna is disconnected from Guru Parampara. We should never ever disconnect from Guru Parampara. Now you all chant, please connect him back. Small Krishna can connect us back. So all the bogus philosophies can be finished because Krishna is Surya Sam. How much sunlight do you need to see things around to finish the darkness? Very little. Of course, when sunrise happens and sunset happens in Calgary, I'm still yet to figure out. I completed 7 days here, Saptah. Can I take this? Right. I think this is better. So it's been 1 week since I'm here, and still I'm able to figure out what is happening. What time is it? In India, this looks something like 4 o'clock, 4:30. You see the time up, it's not like that. Okay, one more donation. Haribo! At this time, it's our own, his place, Amrit Hari Prabhu. I think if I stay in Calgary, I'll become very rich. Nice. That's why people come here to be rich. I come here to preach, along with becoming rich. Preach and preach. Preach and become rich. I'm going to get that. Okay. Next. See here, the same thing which was discussed by us is spoken here also. Shubhu bro, continue.
Sri Krishna is like the sun, and the materialistic speculations about the absolute truth are like the darkest midnight. As soon as the Krishna sun is arisen within one's heart, the darkness of materialistic speculations about the absolute truth and the living beings is at once cleared off. In the presence of the sun, the darkness cannot stand, and the relative truths that were hidden within the dense darkness of ignorance become clearly manifested by the mercy of Krishna, who is residing in everyone's heart as a supersoul.
Thank you, Prabhu. Next person can be chosen to read. I just wish to explain. How many of us, even before entering a room, we first turn on the lights? And we don't like darkness. We first turn on the light, then we enter the room. And if you observe, where is the light switch? Close to the door. Have you observed this? Light switch is not to the other end. Otherwise, one has to in the night. Hare Krishna. Namaste. Namaste for you. And then go turn on. The light is on. Becomes very difficult. Right? So we immediately put on the light because darkness is something that we cannot tolerate. Similarly, ignorance is something that we should not tolerate. That also we actually don't tolerate material ignorance. The moment we don't understand something, we Google it, right? Yeah, what is this? Google, oh, because we can't tolerate that ignorance. Similarly, we should never tolerate this avidya, the ignorance. We have to rise Krishna in our hearts as soon as possible. It's urgent, a sense of urgency. Jaldi karna hai bhakti. We should not do bhakti aram se, relax. When you'll go back to God, yes, someday we'll go back to God. Definitely. Okay, where are you going, Prabhu? Back to God. Can I come with you? That doesn't work. You have to fly your own plane. So each and every one of us, what is seriousness? In bhakti, we need to have three qualities. Yes? Those of you who have not heard this point can definitely note it down. These three things Prabhupada says. Once my spiritual master was about to give a class, and somehow he was not very prepared because of meeting so many devotees. So what should I do? What should I do? So randomly he picked up the Bhagavatam, one canto, just prayed to Srila Prabhupada, prayed to Krishna to just bless me with something, and he opened a page. And what he read, that is something he said that I'm going to speak for the rest of my life. And what was spoken in the purport of Prabhupada was that for becoming a devotee in Krishna consciousness, a good devotee who's going to go back to Godhead, the goal of going back to Godhead, one has to be sincere, one has to be serious, and can someone say what's the third quality? Without ulterior motives. What is sincere? Who's a sincere devotee? Can anyone throw a light? Who's a sincere devotee? Yes, Malvika. Very good. Hari bol for her. Very good. Sincere means whether fair or foul weather, one continues to. Right? There is some problem, there are some obstacles, no matter what. He's going to, I'll complete my rounds, I will read books, I will do my deity worship, no matter what obstacles come. He's called a sincere devotee. The practice goes on despite the roadblocks, as you rightly said. So that is sincere. Practice is on despite of obstacles. Okay, we'll go to serious later. What is without ulterior motives? Yes, Shubha. Okay, there are no material desires, namely, okay, I'll do this service because once I do this service, I'll get extra Mahaprasad. Ha, ha, ha. Or I'll do this because I will become famous and popular. Name, fame, glory, same old story. Yes, for name, fame, glory, prestige. In सब के लिए कर रहे हैं. So that material service, material, I'm doing it for, getting name, popularity, extra Mahaprasad, etc. You have it designed. So what should be the motive? The motive is to please Hari, Guru, and Vaishnavas. Yes, to please Hari, Guru, Vaishnavas. If simply Yasya Prasadat Bhagavat Prasadu. I please Guru, I please the Vaishnavas, Krishna, I'll be pleased with. It's just to please them. That's the only motive. Then what is serious? Serious, Prabhupada defines what is serious. Serious means I want to wind up my material business and go back home, back to Godhead in this life. Make it back to Godhead in this life. I'm not going to do time pass in this world. Yes, I want to go and serve in the pastime of Krishna. If you're not focused on pastime, we will do time pass. So time pass or pastime? Of whom? Ah, Krishna, very good. That is seriousness. I want to go and serve there. Correct? So this is called seriousness. And usually when we become serious, when we know we are going to, we're going to die. How many of us here are old? Okay, some of the youth think you probably old, no. Okay, we will again take our dear Shamantaka. Shamantaka, can you please answer in full sentence, what is your age? I am? Yeah, come, I'll give you one more. Shamantaka is going to answer this. No, don't be scared, don't be scared. Be happy, smile.
Say the same thing that you told everyone.
I am 12 years old. I am 12 years old.
You said the last word louder than the other words.
Old.
That's it. Okay, I promise you one. Wait, come. This is from Calgary Dham. This is from Bharat Bhumi.
No clue what's Bharat. India. Coconut burfi, milk burfi, besan ka laddu. Tell, show me, I give. That mother is a Vishnu mother.
Coconut.
Ahora liya? Tenga sab liya? Say.
She has no clue. She's never seen this in the life. And she didn't know what is Bharat Bhumi also. Tamil is Anyways. So this I give to very few. If you want it, then please contact me after class. If you please me, I'll give it to you. And a very few remaining. So I've distributed many. So where were we? Old. What is the meaning of old? Old means we are candidate for death. That you're getting a notice of death. And somehow today morning I was giving this talk on the Hare Krishna TV, CD Vantoji ke saath, and this was the topic that was mentioned there. I hope nobody has seen that, then I can speak the story. How many of you saw that accidentally? Oh no. I cannot say that. You saw the show? Today mornings. She will know it. What should I do, Mother? Should I go ahead and
be nice to listen from you, possibly.
That was also person, right? But that's virtual,
But this is like
live and exclusive. So the whole talk was about, do we get any indications before death? You agree? We do get? Okay. So I told them a story which was there in a Hindi textbook. Would you like to listen to the story? I don't hear yes, I only hear reports. I'm 45% convinced. So what happened was there was a person who was in his house. All of a sudden, three people out of nowhere, three ghastly looking, scary people came through the walls, picked up this fellow, and they were snatching his soul and they were leaving. And this guy was saying, please leave me, please leave me. Wait a minute, who are these three people? Yamakingaras, the Yamdudas. So they just took him. He was telling, please, please leave me. You please take my money, take my property, but leave me. I don't want to die. He was a youthful person. So they grabbed him, they were beating him, and they took him to Chitragut. Chitragut is the superintendent of Yamaraj. So he was checking the records. He was checking his software. He looked at this fellow and said, hey, you dumb fellows, you three guys, you got the wrong guy. He's not the person who was supposed to be taken. He was supposed to take his neighbor. So please take him back. This person, hey, main kidhar nahi jana. I'm not going anywhere. What is this? You people spoiled my day. You ruined my life. I will live in such trauma and fear. No, I'm not going from here. Mr. Gupta personally came and said, sir, mistakes happen to all is human. So please forgive us and you can go back. No, no, no forgiveness. I'm not leaving from this place. Who's your authority? I want to talk to your authority. Mr. Gupta said, let's finish. Why to take matter to higher authorities? It's okay, please, you tell me. No, no, till the time I meet Yamaraj, I'm not leaving. So he sat down there. The Yamakinkaras are falling at his feet, Chitragupta is falling at the feet. Finally, Yamaraj understood there's some commotion. So he went to that spot. So what has happened? So these Chitragupta and all these people, they tortured me, they spoiled my day. Completely, I'll be living a traumatized life. What happened? They what? I'm the wrong fellow. See the records. This is my neighbor, this fellow, useless rascal fellow. They had to get this man. They took such a nice person like me. Yamaraj is a Mahajan. He spoke very smart. He said, well, past is past. What is over is over. Yes. So, but can we do something for you? This person's mind. He said, yes, please. My goal is to keep enjoying life. I just want to enjoy. But just before my death, you give me a notice. Okay, so then I'll stop the enjoyment and I will take up mala and chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. I met some ISKCON devotees, they taught me this. So Yamaraj said, all right, done. So then this fellow happily went back. And he kept enjoying. And all of a sudden, the three Yamadutas, they again returned back. And this time this fellow laughed. You guys can't do anything to me. You're making same mistake again. You're supposed to take that neighbor. He's 2 years elder to me. Go take him. I've not yet got any notice. And the Yamadutas laughed back. We have come to take you only. Since your can't happen, your case happened, we have updated our software. Now we have better technology. See, they showed him the photo. It is you. Your photo is there. It's your turn. Chupchap chalo. And now this time he said, you don't take me. I myself will come. This Yamaraj has cheated me. Human beings cheat. It's okay. He's a big demigod. How can he cheat? Come take him to me. And he was pulling the Yamaduta. He said, no, Aram, I want to meet that Surya's son. Yama, where is he? So he went, Yamaraj, where are you? Yamaraj came out. He said, you have cheated me. What nonsense is this? You clearly told me you're going to give me a notice. And you're not giving me any notice. And this is sheer cheating. I'm disgusted with you. Your manager, Chitragupta is doing gadbad. No, you're also doing gadbad. You're shouting like this. Yamaraj said, are you done? Talking there, yes. Now tell me. What answer do you have? Yamaraj said, I didn't give you one notice. I gave you many notices. This is nonsense. First of all, you're cheating me. And now you're telling lies. Jute? You're telling lies also now? How is that? Wait a minute. Last time when you came here, what was the color of your hair? He said, I had jet black hair. Now what is the color of your hair? Said, now it has all become white. No salt and pepper look also. Full white and I have only hair somewhere here. It is all gone. That was the first notice. So you noticed? Ah, yes. You didn't notice. It was supposed to be noticed. Last time when you came, how many teeth did you have? I said, there are 32 daant the, 32, 32. And now how many? He counted. 3 or 2. One is hanging. Last time when you came, what was your vision? 6 on 6. And now I'm wearing a thick soda frame. Yeah? Looking like this. Last time, how was your hearing? Either even if a needle drops, I could hear it. Pin drop silence, they say, right? When needle drops, I could hear it. I was so sharp. But now I need a hearing aid. I keep doing this. I need a hearing aid. Last time, how was your look? He said I was a handsome fellow. Girls used to die for me. That was my look. And now, all wrinkles all over my face. How many notices did I give you? I said, yes, Yamaraj, you gave me so many notices, but I didn't notice it. So what is very important is we are about. How many of you got some notice out of this? Cha, nice. And others who have not got any notice, please see our notices. We'll give you. Ishwar Gonam, who is raising both the hands. So we'll show you all our notices. Be convinced this is going to happen. I told one more thing. Yes. This was a very fine Sunday afternoon. I was there in the hostel, the college. It was Sunday afternoon. I heard a screaming sound. Everybody heard this sound. This was coming from the top floor. I guess what has happened? Oh, we were all clueless. Even we took the fight. Hey, who is this shouting so loudly in the afternoon time? We started running from ground floor. And ground floor, the speculation started. Living in didn't like to speculate. Some fellow said, I think he saw a lizard. Lizard is there all over. We'll take 2, 3 lizards and give you. They probably seen rat. Oh, rats are in the mess. They're mess my rats. Then somebody said he's seen ghosts. Arey, daylight, where ghost will come? Ghost comes only in night. Hey, there was a room in our college. The graveyard was just few meters away. And in truth or dare, the challenge was to go in the graveyard. So graveyard was away, but ghost comes in night. In daytime, ghost will not. We also know his timings. Yes. So that is also there. So then we were speculating like this. Finally, we went. That fellow was standing, who had shouted, and we were all, what happened? He was in front of his mirror, looking at his head. My first white head. So that's why you shouted for that. Other guy said, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have seen 4. 4, 5 white hairs. We were all in just not even 20s. 1920s, something like that. So the point is, we all get notices, but we don't notice the notices. But even if we don't get the notices, we can definitely see. Right? We definitely can see the world around, and we should understand that someday we're going to die, so we have to become very serious. Okay, next who's going to read? Somebody from Artis.
In the Bhagavad Gita 10.11, the Lord says that in order to show special favor to his pure devotee, he personally eradicates the dense darkness, all misgivings, by switching on the light of pure knowledge within the heart of a devotee.
Tesham evanukampartam aham ajnanajam tamaha nashyami atmabhavasto jnanadipena bhasva. Yes.
Therefore, because of the personality of Godhead's taking charge of illuminating the heart of his devotee, certainly a devotee engaged in his service in transcendental love cannot remain in darkness. He comes to know everything of the absolute and the relative truths. The devotee cannot remain in darkness and become a devotee. And because the devotee is enlightened by the personality of Godhead, his knowledge is certainly perfect. This is not the case for those who speculate on the absolute truth by dint of their own limited power of approach. Perfect knowledge is called parampara, or deductive knowledge coming down from the authority to the submissive oral receiver who is bona fide by service and surrender. One cannot challenge the authority of the Supreme and know him also at the same time. He reserves the right of not being exposed to such a challenging spirit of an insignificant spark of the whole a spark subjected to the control of the illusory energy. The devotees are submissive, and therefore the transcendental knowledge descends from the personality of Godhead to Brahma to his son and disciples in succession. This process is helped by the supersoul within such devotees. Thus, is the perfect way of learning transcendental knowledge.
There's one more paragraph left. What do I do? Okay, I'll first take this. This one may be homework because it's getting late. I'll tell one last story and we'll conclude this. So this whole theme that Prabhupada is mentioning here in the purport is about who can Drishta Evatmanishwari, who will get that vision to see Krishna and who doesn't. Kaun dekh pate, kaun nahi dekh pate. So once there was a very wonderful boy. His name was Muni Kumar. What is his name? Muni Kumar. And Muni Kumar had a mother. Yes? And his mother was a great devotee of Lord Krishna. And mother would constantly tell Muni Kumar different pastimes of Krishna. Yes? And Muni Kumar became at the age of 5. Kaumara Macharit Pragya. So at the age of 5 years, he would go to Gurukul. And the Gurukul path was a very difficult path because it was a thick jungle. And there were many animals. And Muni Kumar was a small boy. So his mother would take him to the Gurukul. And there he would go and get trained, and his mother would pick him back. Correct? So one day, what happened was Muni Kumar's mother fell very sick. So next day, she could not go to take Muni Kumar. Muni Kumar said, how do I go through this difficult jungle? There are so many ghastly animals and creatures. So that time the mother said, dear Muni Kumar, I've never said you, I've spoken so many times about a very wonderful person. Said Krishna. You know who's Krishna? Who is Krishna? He's your elder brother. Oh, I do have an elder brother. Yes, you have an elder brother. And he's your Dina Bandhu Bhaiya. So he's very merciful brother. So what you do is you go to the forest and just call your brother and he will come and he'll personally hold your hand and escort you to your Gurukul. So Muni Kumar had complete faith in his mother's words. So Muni Kumar went there and said, Deen Bandhu Bhaiya, he said, and there came a very beautiful boy. He was bluish black in color. He had peacock feather and he had Pita Vastra, Pitambar. He was wearing a yellowish lightning like dhoti and apagama, and he did carry a flute. Who's that? Our Jai Jai Shri Radha Madhav ki. He looked just like that. He came and he said, yes, Muni Kumar, said, I'm very afraid to go through these jungles. Can you take me? Yes, why not? I'll take you. So Deen Bandhu Bhaiya escorted him to the Gurukul and even took him back. He was very happy that my Deen Bandhu Bhaiya is there now. I'm not alone. And then came a day of Guru Purnima. It is very essential that every disciple makes some extra hard work to cook something for the spiritual master, for the Guru, and bring. But Muni Kumar's mother was very sick. So Muni Kumar's all time went in taking care of his sick mother. The next day, Guru Purnima, he could not get anything. So he told his Deen Bandhu Bhaiya, today is Guru Purnima, and I could not get anything for my Guru. What should I do? Then Deen Bandhu Bhaiya took a small katori, a small bowl of sweet rice, and gave it to him. This you give it to your Gurudev. And Gurudev was in his ashram. Very sitting. The Guru looked like this. Try to draw the Gurudev. Very important. This is his Gurudev, Chata. You get a feel of the same? Yes. So all the disciples come and give your offerings. So you bought Rasagulla, very nice. You bought Gulab Jamun, very nice. Please come, give all offerings. And then it was told of Muni Kumar. Muni Kumar had just got one small katori of sweet rice. That's very small. The degree the disciple works hard for the Guru, to that degree he is very dear. And you have just brought a small bowl. He called one of his senior disciples. Transfer this into the regular kheer. He took a pot. He was transferring the vessel. Transferring. It was not getting over. Gurudev, still going on. One pot complete. The second pot, he was transferring. Second pot complete. Gurudev, this is amazing. He's brought so much kheer in this small pot. Even Gurudev said, come, give it here. He took it, he was pouring it, it was not getting over. He said, Muni Kumar, where did you get this from? He said, my Deenbandhu Bhaiya gave. Deenbandhu Bhaiya? Who is he? My elder brother. He said, bring his admission form. Yeah, this fellow doesn't have any elder brother in the form. He was the only son. What, you're bluffing, man? He said, I'm not bluffing. You tell me, how does your Deenbandhu Bhaiya look? He said, he's a tall boy, he's bluish black, he's peacock feather, he wears white dhoti. Then Guru started remembering. He said, I've also heard the Shastras, Varha, Vedam, Natavara, Karma Yoga, Vibrat Vasa Kanaka Kapika, Vaijayanti Jamala. Yes, I've somehow heard this description. The Guru was Mayavad. But even Mayavadis gave the Srimad Bhagavad. So he said, maybe he's talking about Krishna. Does he actually have a form? No. This cannot be true. This boy is surely lying. He said, hey, Muni Kumar, when do you meet Deenbandhu Bhaiya? He only comes when I'm in the forest. Today you take me. I want to see your Deenbandhu Bhaiya. I like this. So he went there and said, sir, this way. He said, no. You go, you call him, I'll hide behind the bushes and I will see. Like that. And meanwhile, the Guru kept thinking. Shankaracharya says, he says that Brahman is Tattva. Brahman is Paratattva. But Narayana is Paratparatattva. He was thinking of all these truths. But he was unable to figure out because he's a speculator. And there Muni Kumar was calling, Deenbandhu Bhaiya. And that time Deenbandhu Bhaiya is not coming. And now he has literally started to cry, Deenbandhu Bhaiya, please come. That time a voice comes from top that, my dear Muni Kumar, I always appeared in front of your eyes because your mother is my pure devotee. And I did come. But naham prakasha sarvasya yogamaya samavitaha mudhoyam, he showed the Gurudev, mudhoyam na vijanati bhavevya paramavyayam. And Guru is also able to hear this voice, Akashvani. That is when he realizes that actually this is Sakshat Krishna, this is Bhagavad Gita. He is Krishna. Then Gurudev comes in front of Muni Kumar and pleads that I had a very impersonal conception of Lord. I never thought Lord to be a great person. I always used to think he is impersonal light. It is because of me that on my Mayavadi conception that Lord is not appearing here. So I request you, please, plead the Lord to give me his darshan. Because you are his devotee, you can definitely get darshan. And finally, Muni Kumar pleads, and then Guru gets the darshan of Krishna. Then Guru becomes like this. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The transformation of Guru. So who is Guru, who is disciple, you don't know. But he did get the darshan of Lord. Yes, he got the darshan of Lord by the pure devotee's mercy. So Drishta Evatmanishwari actually comes by the mercy of Muni Kumar's mother. Muni Kumar got the darshan, he could talk. And the mercy of Muni Kumar, his guru, became Vaishnava and he accepted Muni Kumar as his guru. And he became a Shishya. So it requires the greatest mercy is the darshan of Lord. We started this section like that. And definitely it's all possible for all of us to get. So we should be very grateful to Shri Shri Radha Madhav, Shri Shri Gopalji, Shri Shri Gaurnita. They have come in a form which is visible to all of our eyes. They have come in a form, in that particular form we can render them service. So this is our great fortune that they have appeared here and they're giving us the highest mercy in the form of their darshan. Right? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So nobody walked out of the class because there's something with me here. Special. If somebody wants special mercy, they have to convince me. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4 mercies left from Bharatpur. They are our deities, Jagannathji's Mahaprasad. And this is cooked by my mother. Okay. Yes, any questions, comments, queries, anything? I think there are no questions. Devotees want practicals. I do. Yes, there's a question. Yes, Gaurav.
You mentioned the 5 points which your mother has asked you. Can you explain on what are the obstacles?
Anarthas, 6 anarthas. There are the 6 obstacles. The obstacles are there definitely. In every path there are obstacles and challenges. So we have to cross over the 6 anarthas. Krishna especially mentions 3. Trividam narakassedam dwaram nashanam atmanam. Kamas, Krodas, Tatha, Lobha. 3 things. It's called lag formula. They lag. You lag because of that. Lust, anger, and greed. There are 3 main obstacles. Even in that, lust is the main obstacle. Because lust is what transforms into, when it's satisfied, it becomes greed. And when it is not satisfied, it becomes anger. That's why Krishna says, Kama Isha, Krodha Isha, Rajoguna Samudbhava. Or it is Avritam Jnanametena, Jnanino Nityavairana, Kama Rupena Kaunteya, Dushpurina Anamina. Yes, anger and greed are just transformations of lust. Okay. Yes, Amrit.
Guruji, to understand the difference between sincere and serious. So, is this understanding correct? Let's say a devotee is sick. So, if he's serious, he'll still give priority to his rounds. And if he's sincere, he will make sure he's chanting attentively.
Sincere is prioritizing his rounds even in sickness. And serious means he knows that it, see, I know I'm sick, I'm still young, youthful, and yet sick, I'm able to do something. When I become very old, I become more sick, Marana Jwara comes. How will I chant that time? So I'm in a better situation, so let me chant. Okay, that devotee is serious. Anyone from Mataji's would like to ask any question? Okay, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki, Samasta Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki, Rantraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Laddu Mahaprasad ki, Bharat Bhumi Laddu Mahaprasad. Please come. Just to let all of you know, tomorrow will be a concluding session. And in tomorrow's session, we are not going to have any exam, but there's going to be a very interesting quiz based on all the sessions that we had. Very interesting quiz. So please come prepared.
Hare Krishna, just one announcement. So, his Sanatana will be with us even for the next week. And if any devotees have any suggestion, what would you like to hear? And if you